Hey folks, Crystals again, welcome back to the video. This is another request this time from Edward, and he wanted me to react to another video called Defending the Blair Witch Project. Now, I'm not really the biggest gigantic fan of that movie. I mean, if you like it, that's awesome. But it's just not a movie that I go to every single time I want to watch a scary movie. I don't find that movie scary in the slightest. Really, because it's just a bunch of teens yelling at each other in the woods and screaming, "Help, help, help me." I don't get why that movie's so loud, but if you love it, teach their own. It's just not my kind of movie. But let's react to the video.
In the early 1990s, a small group of filmmakers from Florida, calling themselves Haxon Films, set out to make a unique horror movie. In 1999, the Blair Witch Project was released. Preceding the release was a highly successful viral marketing campaign. TV spots, mock documentaries, a website, and word of mouth all helped this movie to once hold the record for the highest grossing independent film ever made. It also, unfortunately, caused a great amount of backlash down the line. This backlash includes female star, Heather Donahue, to have at least once been run off the road by an angry viewer.
I mean, the movie's not good, in my opinion, but it doesn't mean you have to attack the fucking people involved in it. I agree with that. No one wants to read your subtitles. Did I pause it?
I find this to be one of the most underrated films ever made, undeserving of the hatred and mockery that it gets. And that is why I'm making this video.
Yeah.
This is the most repeated comment you will hear.
That's right. Nothing fucking happens.
From those who hate this movie, nothing happens. The plot of the film is that 3 film students are going into the woods to shoot a documentary on a local legend, and what you are seeing is the footage that was found. It's a movie made to mimic what the found 8mm behind the scenes video and 16mm documentary film would look like in a raw, unedited form. Real life does not play out like movies often do. Some boring moments are to be expected in a project such as this, going into it, because it adds to the realism. However, I'm of the opinion that things do happen that are not blatantly pointed out as many movies might do, because of the style that this film is in. The way.
But you don't see anything through the whole movie. That's why I find it so unbearably boring.
This movie is crafted means you have to actively pay attention due to its unscripted, home video feel. This goes with my next point.
The students are...
It is said that the 3 students are stupid because they can't get out of the woods. They say, why don't they follow the creek? Why don't they go in one direction until they get out? There are lines of dialogue and situations that give the notion that they are trapped, rather than lost. Lines such as, "We've walked south all day, I don't know how we've ended up here." This is when they come across a log they crossed earlier in the day, despite going in one direction. "We're following the creek," and Mike seems satisfied with that. This tells and shows the audience that there is no getting out. Here's a clip from an investor reel. giving a beta version of the Blair Witch mythology.
Others claim that sections of the Black Hill area are lost in time, and that once entered, there is no way out.
I
Yeah.
know this is a subject.
This isn't scary, but there are people who find many things scary, though I get that, but
Point, but I feel it should be addressed. The opening quote said it all. The greatest fear is fear of the unknown. This is precisely what the Blair Witch Project is about. The Blair Witch Project is not a movie about a witch. At first, the film is ambiguous. They're just lost and the sounds from the dark could easily just be animals. Animals then turn into people, and people then turn into a malevolent force. It's a movie about being trapped by an unknown force and the escalation of fear that comes from being in that stressful situation. If not trapped, piles of rocks and stick figures wouldn't be scary. And they're not. When they first see them, they only find them interesting because of their link to the mythology. But after they learn that they're trapped, finding 3 piles of rocks, which represent graves, become a scary sight. Hanging crucifix-like figures have a mysterious, creepy, unknown feel to them. What are they? What do they mean in the context of our situation? Fear of the unknown is not simply an excuse to show nothing when done right, and I think the Blair Witch Project pulled it off perfectly. In conclusion, I hope I've inspired you to give the Blair Witch Project another watch. I recommend watching Curse of the Blair Witch first. Please check out Slaughter Films' The Blair Witch Project and Paranormal Activity. The section about the Blair Witch Project is something I largely agree with. Also, check out the blogspot link in the description. It's a letter to the Library of Congress about the inclusion of the Blair Witch Project in the National Film Registry. Thank you for watching my short video.
yeah. Just not my kind of movie, man, but Weak Way Out, good on you, man. I'm glad you like that movie. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I'm glad that you think it's scary. I just never liked that movie at all. I found it unbearably boring. Nothing happens. I never found it scary. Not scary in the slightest. Excuse me, my god. Paranormal Activity, I say, is worse. Because those movies are so fucking bad that they're still making them fucking Paranormal Activity movies and they all suck. Even the first one sucks. It's barely a fucking movie. That movie rarely. Oh my god, I cannot fucking talk. Literally, there's a word. Shows nothing but a girl lying in the bed doing nothing. It's all that fucking movie is. At least in the Blair Witch Project, people are moving and walking around and they're having fun or they're getting scared. I agree with that, but I just still don't like them. I don't like found footage movies in general. I like a couple, but to me, Blair Witch and Paranormal Activity are the most overrated movies in that genre, in my opinion. And sequels of both of those are even worse. But if you like them, teach your own. Nothing wrong with that. It's just personally not my cup of tea. I hope you guys will respect that. But yeah, so with that said, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you later.